28年前の一家惨殺事件。収監されていたのは兄。証言者は8歳の頃の自分だった。ゴーンガールの原作者が仕掛けた罠にあなたはまた打ちのめされる。ダークプレイス。
We were fortunate actually where Gillian came to visit set, and she was dressed up in the Kill Club, which was fantastic. It was nice to meet her, and it's always a nerve-wracking thing when you meet the author of the book, because you suddenly realise that, you know, they had someone in their mind when they were creating this character and an ideal person or whatever. So I suddenly feel quite nervous. I'm like, oh well, what happens if I'm not, you know, living up to expectations? But she was so friendly, and really. She seemed very happy with my casting, so that made me very relaxed, and she was just a very interesting person to talk to as well. You know, all the kind of dark side of this story, you know, the murders and just the way it all works is fascinating. To meet her and see someone who's so light and friendly, it's fascinating to see like a brain that can come up with such dark stuff but be such a nice, friendly, light person. Charlize's character in this is just a fascinating person, someone who has had such a traumatic event in their childhood and then never really had to grow up properly because of, you know, these who kind of donate money to her, and she's managed to live off that for so long. That it's just a fascinating character. Libby Day was a girl who, when she was young, her family, her mother and two sisters both got murdered in the house. She testified in court that she saw her brother commit the murders, which kind of throughout this story we start to realise she may have actually, you know, it may have been lawyers misleading her and kind of coaching her to get the answers they needed or wanted out of her, and that she wasn't actually in the house at the time. A slightly strange character, Lyle, who well, not strange, but is fascinated by murders and is kind of part of this thing called the Kill Club, which is, you know, actually a very normal idea in many ways, whereby it's a group of people who are fascinated by true crimes and mysteries and murders, you know. And Lyle makes a good point, you know, everyone thinks it's kind of a weird thing to be into, but it's no weirder than being obsessed with celebrity or whatever it might be. These are people who want to solve crimes. And he reaches out to Libby, and fortunately she agrees at the beginning, purely for the sense of for the money that he's offering her. She agrees to kind of, you know, go along and talk at the club, and then starts to investigate the case, and then slowly the story unravels of what happened that evening. The Kill Club is, it's a fascinating concept, and it's something that from reading the script I was like, wow, how's that going to work? And Lyle is the, you know, the treasurer and kind of, I'm not sure if he's necessarily the founder or something, but, you know, a key person in this club of bringing everyone together. When they meet up, and there's different fractions of the Kill Club. There's private investigators, there's ex-cops, there's people who are just fascinated by true crimes. But then there's also a side of it which is more for people who are kind of interested in the dressing up aspect. That's something that Charlize can do brilliantly, is she can bring these characters that aren't very likable, but she can make them, as an audience you sit there and you get fascinated, and it's so real what she does that it's compelling to watch. I met Jill in Los Angeles at the start of this year, 2013. We sat down for a cup of tea basically, and at the time, you know, I read the script and the role of Lyle was on offer to someone else. So we had a chat, and I was like, look, I really like the script, and I saw Sarah's Key, which I thought was a fantastic film. So obviously I knew he was very talented, and everything he said to say about the script and about the Lyle character was brilliant. But I was also like, well, you know, if this person passes or whatever, then I'd like to do it. The brilliant thing about Gilles is he'll accept ideas from everywhere. You know, he's not precious and like all controlling and I'm the director and this is my film. He's very open to ideas coming from anywhere. So suddenly, you know, someone joking about a laundromat, he thought about it, and he was like, actually, that's kind of interesting. Lyle could be kind of like a young entrepreneur who's you know, bought a couple of laundromats or invested in them and is kind of making business like that, and then the Kill Club's his other hobby, and he kind of, it really helped me kind of develop this character where I was like, all right, I see where this young kid's coming from now. Barry, the DP, he's just, well, he's fun, first of all. It's always nice to have a couple of Brits on set, a fellow Brit to hang out with and chat with. But he's very smart, you know, his documentary work beforehand, He knows how to work people and what shots need to compose the scene and to make it work. Lawrence's sets have been fantastic. I mean, first, obviously, the Kill Club is a major one. And just the different elements to that, because there's something in my mind I couldn't fully imagine, but to have, you know, the kind of party dance floor of it with the disco lights and all the nooses hanging from the ceiling, to have the more serious floors of it where you had the murder scenes. And you have a great cast. In the 80s part of the movie, you know, you have Ty and Chloe and these young actors who are really talented and so jealous of. So I'm looking forward to seeing the work they do as well. But no, I've never done a thriller. You know, yeah, this is the first step into that. Of kind of being a little bit of a Kill Club member yourself in the audience, sitting there and kind of slowly figuring it out and putting it all together, but then also that tense stuff of not knowing quite what Libby's getting into, and yeah, a little bit of fear at what might be about to happen.
As a kid, you want to look up to your dad. Like, that's someone that you want to learn from, someone that you need to be your role model. And Runner is not, you know, he's the total opposite. And I think Ben is he's just a little lost, you know, and he's going about his own way. He's very calm on set, and I remember yesterday I put my boots on and I tucked one side, tucked one pant leg into my boot and the other side I put over it. And I went up to Gio and I said, hey, what do you think? Which side do you like better? He was like, I don't know, I like both of them. Which side do you like better? And that was cool because, you know, he wants me to be involved and he wants me to actually make a decision and really feel like what's right for my character. I went to see Prometheus with Jessica Chastain. It was me and Jessica Chastain. I went to see Prometheus, and she's so good. I've always thought she's such a great actress, and it's awesome that like I get to do a movie with her. I think it's going to be very interesting, and we've got a great cast and great director. I mean, a great crew. So, I'm really excited to see the final cut.
ゴーンガール原作者が描く新たな事件。
I was 8 the night they were killed.
You and your family is very special, huge with the club.
Tell me about this club.
And we call it the Kill Club.
You guys need to get a life.
We're a serious-minded organization. Among our ranks are ex-cops, private. And your brother in jail going on 28 years. Ben is innocent and we're...
If Ben is so innocent, why hasn't he tried to get out?
収監されていたのは兄。
I know you killed them.
No, I did not.
証言者は8歳の頃の自分だった。
It was Ben. He killed him, right?
闇の中の記憶が事件を狂わせる。
Fascinating puzzle, a mystery with lots of different theories. In 3 weeks' time, Ben's file will be shredded.
She wouldn't bother, lazy little liar. Come on, baby! Run!
I lied.
ダークプレイス